We're divorced, the ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy. We're sitting here thinking, where was that effort when we were married? Why are you doing it only after we're divorced?
There's always this saying and this conversation that goes to when women go through divorce, their glow up is wow. And a lot of people don't understand, like, where was this beauty, where was this glow up when you were married? Why are you glowing up now that you are divorced? Anyway, guys, hi guys, if this is the first time you're seeing my face or stopping by my channel, hi, my name is Destiny and welcome to my channel and my OG. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. So today's video, a man is asking the question, why is it that when women go through divorce, they glow up, they are sexy, they are looking hot than when they were married to them? And this man went to talk about why was she, or why was the woman not having that glow up, why she was still married, why do they have to wait when they get divorced, then the old glow up, the beauty, everything starts coming true. And this has struck a bigger conversation that has gotten a lot of people talking, and a lot of women are sharing their opinion why they think this is. And I'm interested in this conversation because I want to know what you think. So go down and share your thoughts. Why do you think that when women go through divorce, they have a glow up and they become hotter than they were when they were married? I want to know your own take down in the comment section. But before we get into this video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? What did I do to you? Go ahead and smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you get notified when I post video, because I post video every single day. You don't want to miss it. Okay, so with that all said, guys, let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more.
Is the equivalent of what men feel when after we're divorced, the ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy. We're sitting here thinking, where was that effort when we were married? Why are you doing it only after we're divorced? Now, I don't have that answer, but to the ladies watching, why is that?
I have the answer, and all of the women watching will be nodding along with me. Okay. There are three types of men as husbands and or fathers. There are men that default most, if not all, of the mental and physical responsibility for parenting and domestic household to women. And it's not specific to women that are stay-at-home moms, but of course, that's the most common excuse that men give for doing that. Secondly, there are men that help their wives with the mental and physical responsibility of parenting and domestic household, specific to her returning that favor with something that is for his own personal needs. They will do the dishes, they will put their kids to bed at night after giving them a bath, but their feeling of responsibility and their willingness to do so is connected to whether or not they're getting what they want from her, usually physically. If they're not, they will be much less willing and much more likely to complain about having responsibility for those things. And thirdly, there are men that carry their share of responsibility, both physically and mentally, for parenting and domestic household because they want to, and it's rewarding for them. Whatever they are experiencing in their interpersonal, romantic, physical relationship with their wife is separate from the way they feel about responsibility for parenting and domestic household. Women that glow up after divorce are married to one of the first two types of men, and women that glow up in the marriage are married to the third type of man. I'm married to the third type.
Ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy. We're sitting here thinking, where was that effort when we were married? Why?
I absolutely agree with the creator who duetted that video with the three types of men, but I can put it even more simply than that. The amount of energy it takes to deal with most of you sucks the absolute life out of us. And we finally have the energy to take care of ourselves after we've spent however many years taking care of you.
Yeah.
Because the energy we spend on you is not reciprocated. Men tend to suck energy out of us, but they don't replenish it. We constantly replenish their energy, build them up, do things for them. From the majority of heterosexual relationships, it's not reciprocated. So we leave marriages and long-term relationships absolutely depleted. But once we get rid of that horrible relationship, once that guy is gone, we can actually focus on ourselves, hence the glow up. Sometimes it's weight loss. Sometimes, your skin clears up. Usually your career flourishes. You just feel better. You're less stressed out. Or a combination of all of those things. Glow ups doesn't necessarily have to mean you get super thin and glamorous. It's that you feel like I don't know, maybe like a spiritual or psychological weight has lifted, if that language makes sense to you, even if physical weight isn't lifted, although a lot of times you do lose some physical weight. I did a little bit. But yeah, that's it. The answer is because y'all suck the life out of us. That's why.
After we're divorced, the ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy. We're sitting here thinking, where was...
I didn't set out to be a TikTok advocate for healthy marriage this morning, but here we are. When I was trying to become pregnant, I had to lose a lot of weight because I have a disorder called PCOS that impacts fertility. And so I had to lose a lot of weight to be able to regulate my periods and become pregnant. And my husband was incredibly supportive of this. He cooked a lot of meals that were good for my hormone health, very much like the Meals She Eats couple, who are incredible, by the way. But that's what my husband did. He made meals that made sense for regulating my hormones and helping me get rid of inflammation in my body. I lost about 80 pounds. And then when I got pregnant, I promptly gained it all back. And I'm still fighting to keep it off. This is just kind of what I have going on right now. And my husband lets me know every single day that he loves my body in every stage. And so men like this just baffle me because it's so ludicrous. It's based in such a fleeting part of your life is how attractive you are to a man, right? Because there's so much more about women that we can offer: our intellect, our humor, our care, there are so many aspects of being a woman other than just being sexy, which fortunately, my husband does still find me sexy even with some extra weight. But it's like, bro, you are missing the mark in so many aspects. Of course she lost weight after she got rid of you, dude. Like, she has time to herself. No one is leering over her shoulder wondering if she's going to lose weight or not so that she can be physically attractive to him. Like, of course she did.
Men feel when after we're divorced, the ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy.
I totally agree with the previous stitch. I just wanted to add one more thing. Women gain weight as a protection. When she's constantly under stress, when she's not satisfied, she doesn't feel safe. And when women don't feel safe, they gain weight. That's the reaction of the body. It's like building a very thick wall to protect. So that's why when a woman is not guarding herself anymore, she doesn't need to be protected from the husband, she drops weight. As simple as that.
Of course, the ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy. We're sitting here thinking, where was that effort when we were married?
So I am a huge believer that if you see a woman who is married and has kids, and it's very evident that she has not taken care of herself physically, mentally, emotionally, that is a direct reflection of the husband.
Yeah.
Because if she has a full-time job and then she's completely expected to take care of the kids, take care of the home, cook dinner, clean up, take them to soccer and karate and cheer and basketball and whatever, make all the doctors and dentist appointments, have parent-teacher conferences, all of the things, she has no energy left to take care of herself. But if you see a woman who walks into the room, who's married and has kids, and she's stunning, and it's very evident that she takes care of herself physically, mentally, emotionally, then you know that she has a partner. She doesn't have a husband that helps her. She has a partner. She has a partner that truly understands what it's like to share in the responsibilities of work, house, kids, and everything that comes with that. So it's not that women glow up after divorce, it's that for the first time, maybe in a really long time, they actually have the time and the energy to take care of themselves. Because believe it or not, as a single parent, there's a lot of times that I have more time than when I was married. So it's a reflection of how you partner with your spouse and how you help provide and give them time to take care of their well-being.
After we're divorced, the ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy.
While I agree that there may be these three categories of men, I think there's more to it. I think doing this long enough, you see that men will thrive more in a marriage, whereas women tend to thrive more after a divorce. And it's a lot different now because men and women are emotionally changing. And it's not like it was when only women were stay-at-home moms and divorce really hit them financially. But now women are more in the workforce and they see divorce as a mental shift. They will change their lifestyle. Maybe they never went out and hung out with people. So now they are. They're going to concerts. They're going to parties. They're going out to dinner. They're spending more time with friends and family. They have to figure out how to co-parent when they were maybe the sole provider at home for the kids. I mean, there's so many different things that they change in their lifestyle that their whole mindset changes. Their whole outlook on life changes. And not only is their outside appearance going to change, but their mind is going to change as to how they feel about themselves.
The ex-wives drop a lot of weight and look super sexy. We're sitting here thinking, where was that effort when we were married?
When you met her, she was gorgeous, right? Body to die for, confidence through the roof. And you wanted her. That's what you wanted. But she lost it along the way because somebody in her life dimmed her shine. And who do you think that was? Somebody along the way made her feel like she wasn't worthy. Who do you think that was?
Their husband.
Well, she knew. So she left. And now she's shining again. And you just cannot stand it.
Is the equivalent of what men feel when after.
So first of all, watch her whole video that I stitched. It's 100% accurate. Every heterosexual couple that I know falls into one of those three categories. It's uncanny how accurate that is. Secondly, I'm sure we've all seen that video that she stitched of the man-child crying about how he got his wife a cassette or a CD, but she needed the cassette, so she's ungrateful because he got her a useless gift. Or how he did a really big public display that put her on the spot in front of a bunch of strangers, and she didn't like that for their 5-year anniversary, so she's the bad guy. If you don't know that your wife has a cassette player, not a CD player, after 5 years of being with her, you're the problem. If you don't know that your partner doesn't like to be put on the spot publicly after 5 years of being married, you are the problem, not your partner. You. Let's just surpass that anyway. I have some real life examples of how, from my own life, of how you tell men something and they think, well, this is what she said she wants or needs. But I think she should want or need this thing instead, so that's what I'm going to do, and she'll be fine. She'll get over it. That's exactly how that functions. And let me tell you my real-life examples. Here are some small examples of it. I asked one year for Christmas, this was the only thing I wanted, was this. And I said, I don't care what color rose you get, because I only want the reindeer base. $23, Christmas solved. This is what I got. Not a reindeer in sight. Another Christmas, all I wanted was this shirt. That's it, like $28. It has a nice message about saving the planet, so it's a shirt that makes a difference. It also donates to bees. That's what I wanted. My guy heard, I really want a graphic tee, Rex. This is what I got. This last Christmas, we were at Thanksgiving dinner, and we saw one of our friends wearing this, and it was just like one my grandpa had, and I've wanted one since I was a little girl, so I said, oh, that's what I would want this Christmas. I've wanted one of these since I was little because my grandpa had one. That exact one. Take a picture so you remember which one it is. And I put it in the Amazon cart, and he goes out of his way to take it out of the cart and get me this instead. So there's nothing wrong with these gifts if your friend never, or partner or whatever, never said what they wanted and you're just guessing. These are all beautiful gifts, or all right gifts. But if someone tells you exactly what they want or need in a relationship or as a gift or for any reason, and you say,
well, I know that's what they said, but I'm going to do this instead because I think this is what they should want or need. You're the in that equation. Women are being very clear and very upfront about what they want. And if you're the person in the relationship who says, well, you should want this instead, you'll get over it, you'll come around to my point of view later. So,
is the equivalent of what men feel when after we're divorced, the ex-wives drop a lot.
I could join the bandwagon and say that a woman does this because of whatever, and it's the man's fault. But truth be told, a woman glows up after a divorce because she chooses to. It doesn't matter what her reasoning is, whether she's doing it to be spiteful to get back at her ex, whether she's doing it to attract somebody new, or whether she's just doing it because she's been in a really dark place and she's finally loving herself. The problem is everybody's looking for answers that they don't need. She had a glow up after you. It's because she's already grieved you. She's not attached to you anymore. That's why she glowed up. It's not personal. But you made it personal. Why couldn't you do that for me when we were together? What did you do when you were together? Maybe she tried to do that. We don't know. We just know your take on it off of a video that's been stitched a lot of times. So, I would just err on the side of not having all the details. Knowing that it's not always the man's fault, but recognizing that once we've closed the door on a relationship, we don't have to justify anything to you anymore. Yeah. That's the beauty of moving on. Stop looking for answers. Be happy that they're happy. That's what we really want, is happiness. Yeah. We should want that for other people too, even if they hurt us. I believe in that. I love you. Be nice. It's easy.
I love everybody take on this. But let me know your own thought down in the comment section. What do you think that why do women usually glow up after divorce? What do you think are your own reasons? I love to know your own reasons. So go down in the comment section, share your own thought. But please keep it respectful as always, okay? We're allowed to disagree, yeah. So feel free to share your opinion. So for me personally, I feel like I've said 1,001 times here on this channel, I don't believe in the institution of marriage, and I feel like the institution of marriage does not serve women. And I feel like when you get into that marriage space, especially with the ideology and how marriage has been glamorized and all that, and you get into it and the expectation of it is not what you thought, what your expectation is different from the reality, it kind of hits you a different way where you fall into that dark place. And then when children come, because a lot of women don't prepare themselves mentally to have children, and when children come, it just feels like everything is sucked out of you. The relationship is sucking out of you. You're trying to change somebody. You're trying to break, like here, my own society and culture. If a man is cheating, a man is abusing you, you pray to God, and one day God will touch this man's heart and God will change him, because it's these village people that is making him do those things to you. It's not him. It's not in his right sense. And when you come out from such toxic environment where you've been drained and all you do is you keep pouring into this person, keep trying to make life easy and better for for you and that person, and this is not reciprocal, you're not getting that in return. And then as a woman, you're able to take that step, which is hard. It is hard for women to walk away, to say, you know what, I want a divorce. It's a very mental, emotional, and spiritual thing for women. I'm talking about women because I'm a woman, okay, to do that. And most times they say that when a woman said she's breaking up with a man, she's already done that in her head a long time ago. So when she has done that, now getting to that place where it feels like a breath of fresh air, where she's like gasping for air and like, no, finally I'm breathing. she wants to take care of herself. It reminds her, she looks in the mirror and like, what happened to me? There was this video I saw of this woman sometime on TikTok, and she was showing videos of her being married and her being divorced. The difference was just like day and night. She was glowy and all that, and also glowing, like you looking good and glowing, your skin glowing. A lot of you guys tell me, oh Destiny, your skin is glowing, Destiny, you look good. I just had chicken pox, guys. And but one thing I would say is that as a woman, when you know your worth, because most women, they start knowing their worth when they step out of marriage, and then they now become like very, very self-aware, very conscious, very intentional about how they navigate life, because they've done that, they get it. So when you get into that conscious mindset and you're very intentional about your life, the way you glow up is different. And I feel like that's one thing too that has also helped when people say, oh Destiny, you're glowing, Destiny, you look good, you look good for your age, you did this. Like, I'm just like, because I'm very self-aware and I put myself first, I take care of myself. You can't give what you don't have. You can't say you want to take care of people when you can't take care of yourself, or put yourself first. So that's one thing. When you're very self-aware and very intentional about how you live life and how you move, and you've done the work, or you're healing, you're in therapy, you're healing, the way you move is different. I've said this 1,001 times. So a lot of women that have not done the work, they are not very self-aware, they are not intentional about how they live their life. They are living life because that's how society expects them to live their life, or that's how it is, without being very intentional, asking themselves, is that what I want for myself? When you're that woman, you're moving that way, and you eventually realize it, people can see the difference. And people can see the difference in my life too. Now, some people, it's not as if I was miserable but there was a time I was in a dark place, and now that I'm very intentional about my life, and yeah, I'm glowing up and I'm loving it. And I feel like that is what helped a woman when she goes through a divorce. She's very self-aware. She is very, very self-aware and intentional. That just gives the glow. For me, that's my own answer. And I want to know your own. Respond down in the comment section. So feel free to share your opinion and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see and join in this conversation. And that will be you supporting this channel and this girl, yeah. With that all said, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.